All right, folks, we're back in the jail.
We're in the jailhouse now.
Tell them what to do, Donnie.
We're in the jailhouse now. You need to subscribe to the channel. You need to give us a thumbs up for trying not to kill ourselves. And you need to like the video.
Now, if you haven't been watching, we're trying to save the damn jail, and the back ceiling is trying to collapse. So we're putting in a beam with a post to hold up the beam. But if you watch the other video, water is just pouring in, cascading in this corner. So this roof has sagged in the middle. And then in this back room, there's tons of water coming down this wall. See how there's plaster over here? That's because it's not leaking as bad over there. All this is the plaster's gone because water's pouring down it. Horrible. So at one point, this back room must have had a tin ceiling, like the front room. It's also disjointed. We can't tell what's going on. They added the wall right up under the tin ceiling or something, but it's a brick wall. We can't figure it out. But anyway, they're going to put a beam in here to save this back ceiling. But this back corner over here we know is all screwed up. So we need to look at the actual rafters as they go into the wall and see if they're rotted away or breaking in half. Somebody has put this support here to try to keep the ceiling from collapsing at some point in the past. And we're of course getting rid of that and putting in the beam, but we need to see what's going on in this corner underneath this plywood that somebody's put in. This plywood we think was added in the 1990s. So who the hell knows what's up there behind it, especially with all that water damage from all these years. If you look really close though, there is, now this is the old jail. In this corner, there was a wall. So there's a wall right there. And that's where the line was running down the wall to an electrical outlet or a light switch or something. And then the wall went over there. So there was some kind of room there that's been taken out. We've been trying to figure out where the cells and everything were back here. And we've been getting conflicting reports, but there was some kind of room or wall right there. So who knows? What do you think, Donnie?
I think this green paint is on everything in town.
Yeah, they had a special sale on green paint. Every building we've seen is painted green. Whenever we were in the hardware store earlier, it was in there too.
Yeah, all the shelves are painted green.
So anyway, okay, so we're going to tear down some of this plywood and show you what's underneath it. Hopefully the rafters are still fine and we don't have to replace them.
But if we do have to replace them, we will.
Exactly. Donnie's saying there ain't much to it. This would probably be the worst one. Lots of water coming in there. Donnie, you might want to think about the La Vibra.
Whoa. Damn.
Do you see the La Vibra?
Huh. Believe it or not, all the plywood looks brand new right there. That's where all the water's coming in.
Huh.
I would have never believed that.
Okay, we'll pull that down and then we'll get a light on it so y'all can see what's going on. Okay, yeah, so the plywood on the actual roof has been replaced by somebody not too long ago. And again, in the 90s, it looks like this building was rejiggered. So, what's going on with the joist there, Donnie?
Looks like it's trying to lay over, don't it?
It's trying to lay over. So basically, the ceiling joists are in a ceiling pocket. They go through, through the brick and sit on the wall there, and they're twisted over. But why are there two of them?
Oh, there's actually 4 of them there. 4 boards.
Yeah, but 2 of them are in the actual brick pocket. Or maybe not. Maybe just one. The one on the right.
Yeah.
So
the left one they put in there to get the height.
That one is going into the brick pocket. Yeah, the left one is nailed to this one to stick up a little higher, so that because they're trying to get fall on the roof. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Well, that all looks actually pretty good. It doesn't look rotted.
I mean, all this bottom stuff looks rotted.
Yeah, obviously.
That ain't nothing.
But the actual joists are solid. That's crazy. Let's look at the ones here where it is in the middle of the room. Donnie's trying to run the rafter back to the middle. Watch out for La Vibra.
Damn.
Is it the La Vibra?
Standing here, air coming through there. He went up my shirt. I thought for sure I was falling.
You thought you thought it was air from a free fall?
Yeah. God almighty. I think I might have shorted.
You know that guy passed away, don't
Did he?
he? Yep.
That kind of sucks.
It was a long time ago. Don't feel too bad.
Okay, y'all, what I'm trying to do here, so nobody gets hurt.
You're trying to stay away from the La Vibra.
I'm trying to stay away from that damn thing. When it falls, I can't catch it.
And it's got the nails.
Got nailed in it. There it is. Something like that.
Have you seen a La Vibra?
Nope.
Phone's ringing. Oh my God. Okay, so we got the next one down. And so what they've done is, you've got the one rafter. This is the craziest crap. I'm calling it a rafter. I don't, you know, they're going to bitch that we're calling it the wrong thing. The one on the right is the one that the ceiling is attached to, and it goes into the brick. And then the one on the left is the one that the roof is attached to, and it's just a little bit higher, but it doesn't need to go into the ceiling because it's held up by the one that is, I mean, it doesn't need to go into the brick because it's held up by the one that is going into the brick. And then next to it, they have another one scabbed on, maybe to make it even a little bit higher. And then next to it, they have a 1x scabbed on, I guess to hold it all together or whatever. And that whole setup has twisted to the left a little bit, which I guess means that the roof up above has fallen just probably an inch or two.
I see what they've done. We're gonna have to pull this one down. See it right there on it, they pieced it. They pieced it there. So that means they pieced it over there, I'm sure, to try to stiffen it up.
Mm-hmm.
See that short piece in there?
Maybe they did that after it twisted.
Yeah, they did that after the fact, trying to re-support it.
So the way, that's basically the last one on the building. So the way that it's supposed to be is a little more like this. See, when you're farther up, you have the one that is the ceiling that goes into the brick, and then there's one above it that's holding up the roof above it. And so whenever it's a little farther back where you have a little more fall on it, it makes more sense. But whenever it's down here at the end, they're literally connected to each other because the ceiling joist is about an inch or two below what the roof is. You'd think they would have just, when they originally did it, that they would have just put something on top of it.
Well, you thought they would have used a 2x12 instead of a 2x10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about 2 inches.
Well, I'm not going to criticize the guys that built it in 1920 or whatever. Oh yeah, here, you can get a really good look here on this one. So that's kind of an intermediate one.
This one?
Yeah. So there is the ceiling joist, and then above it, they have a board so that it elevates the roof just a little bit. So they have gotten down to the point at that with the fall that they're connected. But over here on the next one, there is a little bit of air.
On that other building we was doing, it was 1.25 inches per joist. Is
Yeah.
the up.
So as they go towards the front of the building, where there's more fall, they're farther and farther apart. Once it gets up there in the front, there's a wall, a few feet tall. He's going to do the shovel. Don't fall in your concrete. The concrete's still wet from our previous video. Oh man, now they know we filmed them on the same day. I was trying to be so professional. That's one thing they think whenever they think about my brother Donnie. Professional.
Oh, hell yeah, 100%.
Professional.
100%. See if that ain't. Nope. See? That shit's totally different. There's only two over here.
Oh, there's three.
That one end right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah. Got some complex stuff going on here.
Jeans here.
Alright, we'll keep working. Okay, that wire we believe is dead, but we're being extra careful just in case. We can't see everything up above this, and the people have just crap running everywhere. We believe we've got it disconnected though. So Donnie's gonna try to pull that little piece off there. We're just trying to expose some of this without Donnie exposing his backside. And just look at these rafters, because our main thing is we're trying to see if we need to replace them, or if we just need to replace the what he's pulling.
The furring.
The furring and they have plywood nailed up as the ceiling. We're gonna do a little better than that. We're not gonna do drywall though. I ain't doing drywall, Donnie.
Okay. We got a problem. I can't get the hell out of the way.
Get out of the way.
That was gonna be a problem.
Okay, so how's that rafter look? It looks nice. How the hell is all the water pouring in but not destroying the rafters?
It's hitting that wall and bouncing black, believe it or not.
So it's coming in on the top of the wall, but it's not actually coming through the roof.
That end rafter is gonna be bad. The very end of that wall is rotted off. You can see it right there. It's gone.
Huh.
You can see the sky.
Okay.
99.9% of that water is coming right there at that gutter.
What a mess. Well, that's a best case scenario then.
Look, see if you can see right there. See all that rock?
Yeah.
Where you can see the back of that?
Yeah.
That's where all the water's coming in at. Now that end rafter, we'll probably have to work on that very end one right there.
Replace it.
Yep.
That won't be no problem. That's
the easiest one.
That's the absolute easiest one.
But I think we're gonna have to be working on that one a bunch here.
All right.
And we need to see what exactly is going on. There's 4 here and there's only 2 here. So
yeah.
we need to see what the hell they was thinking there.
Try to get that straightened up where the fall is consistent.
But somebody has replaced all this sheathing back here.
Now, Donnie, they're going to think that we're just bullshitting and that we're not actually going to fix this roof.
Oh, we're gonna fix it.
But we're definitely going to fix the roof, people. Now, would this be the first job that we have done this bad?
No.
Absolutely not. But they didn't see videos of that. So they're thinking, oh, look at these rednecks, they're just tearing shit off the roof. No, we're going to fix this, people. Everything we're telling you is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to put a beam in. Okay, so if you don't believe we're going to put a beam in, well, then how do you explain that we put a beam in up here? It's getting fixed, people. It's just, this is the next thing. We're just seeing what these joists look like. So we'll go a little farther, and then that's kind of what we needed to know, though. We were just wondering if in that corner where the water's pouring down, if it had rotted the roof out. And it hasn't. It looks like it has, but it hasn't. The actual joists are fine. Don't kill yourself, Donnie. You're not even wearing a hard hat. Should people try this at home? Hey, you know what? They probably did see us fix up the trailer.
Yeah.
Hell, it was worse than this.
Yeah.
That trailer was destroyed, people. Holes in the floor. Remember when he walked through it? Holes all in the floor.
The big lady fell through that back.
Yeah, the big lady fell through the floor.
Just straight plastic. I ain't never seen nothing like it. This floor is a little rough. And they said the lady stepped through the bathtub when she was getting in. And somebody, you see down there, somebody put duct tape over the hole in the bathtub. That's probably why this floor is like this. Hole in the bathtub, duct tape does not work. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it was. Okay, yeah. So basically, the whole time we've had this, we've been wanting to see what this back corner looks like to see how many of these rafters we have to replace whenever we do the roof. But doesn't look like they need replaced. It looks like we're still all right.
Looks like we can leave it for another 10 years.
Yeah. So that furring will be taken down, but the actual rafters look pretty good, except for maybe the last one.
Hey, I can't get in there.
It's cool seeing these old buildings with the old wood in them. You know, that stuff is hardcore. I mean, that's some heavy duty stuff, man. Is that pine, Donnie? It's just regular pine, ain't it?
It's just like that one we got cut up, bro.
It's just rough cut pine, but it's like old growth stuff that just.
You know, they should have seen that if they don't think we're gonna fix it, we got the rafters cut up there from the other one we did. The new rafter laying there on the floor.
Yeah, but they didn't see none of that. They think that we're just talking.
But we've got the replacement lumber, and that's special lumber. That's true tuba tins.
Yeah. Well, no, are they?
Yeah, pretty true. Same thing as when the other one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this is kind of best case scenario. The damn thing is sagging, but it's because there's no support in the middle, and the beams aren't broken, and they're not even rotted off at the wall. I figured that in the brick pockets they'd be rotted away, but nope.
That last one we did.
Now they were headed that way.
That last one we did, we had 100 joists.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. That was rotted off in the wall.
You know, I've got video of all that. I just didn't upload it.
100 joists.
Maybe we'll upload that stuff one of these days.
Hey, look at this. This is how much water's coming.
Yeah.
Put that shit back on the wall.
Yeah, we'll need a little work on the plaster there, people. Ridiculous. And look, it's all laying down there on the floor because the water's been doing it all these years.
There, it's starting to get good again. That's good stuff. All the roofs, we gotta get all that shit out of there.
Alright, here goes the next one. If the video stops abruptly, it's because I had to hang up and call an ambulance.
Probably because there was a damn snake in here.
La Vibra.
Look at that shit. That plastic is over top of that wood strip. How the hell is that?
I don't know, man. There's a thing that goes on with these old buildings. So this thing is nearly 100 years old. Here's what goes on with these old buildings. That's so much time that a human can't really even comprehend it because our lives aren't even that long. So this building has had more life than we have. So it's been redone probably 10 or 15 times, and we're in here saying, "Oh, damn, how is there plaster over a wood thing on the wall?" I don't know. I mean, that plaster, if that plaster's 50 years old, what's that to this building? This building's 100 years old. So it, you know, it's just, you can't tell by looking at the stuff really when it was done. I mean, even these joists that we're looking at, maybe they're just 50 years old. Maybe they were replaced in the 50s and we think they're the originals. Who knows? It's hard to tell the age of something because it's older than we are. And hell, nobody cares either. We can't get anybody to help us figure out any of this crap. People have theories, but hell, we've got theories. Nobody that would actually know remembers any of it. But I don't really blame them because I'm the same way. I don't remember everything from when I was a kid.
Come at 2 before. Get the 2 before trick out.
Donnie, this is a used 2x4. Is the used one going to work as good as the new one?
I like that one because the end of it.
Yeah, the end of it's not square. That'll help you.
Best pry bar you can buy right here, boys and girls. You stick it up. Ooh, shit.
Watch for La Vibra. And don't hit your pinchy skull. Nail broke loose somewhere. So why are you pulling all this stuff down, Donnie?
We have to.
Why do we have to?
Because we want to see the color.
Well, that plywood ain't up there no more.
No. Hell, it's getting better.
So if you look, the furring strips or whatever are actually to mount the old tin. So originally this would have had tin ceilings in it back in the day. It's going to be the back room of the building though, so it doesn't really need fancy tin ceilings. We're going to replace it all on the front, but it's kind of expensive stuff.
I'm pretty sure somebody had the same thing we was thinking in the probably late 80s, early 90s. Or it might have been the late 90s. 97 when that guy painted that stuff on the windows. They come in here and stole the tin out of the back. Well, no, it had to be before that.
Yeah, because back then they weren't even using the tin.
Yeah.
So there was a drop ceiling in the front room that appears to have been there since probably the 80s.
Well, there's a drop ceiling back here.
Yeah, there was a drop ceiling back here too. You're seeing the little twists where they hung it from the ceiling.
So somebody before the drop ceiling come back here and stole this tin to fix the front.
So it's the same old thing. We don't know what the hell happened. We weren't here. It's easy to try to figure it out, and to come up with theories, but without pictures or something, or somebody who was involved and would know because they worked here for years. And even that, we talked to an old lady who worked in a building for 20 years or something.
Like 60 years. She retired with the person.
She worked in this building for forever. And we were asking her simple little things, like where were the steps? She don't remember. Does not remember where the steps were to go upstairs. It's just, but I don't blame her. I mean, I'm kind of like that too with stuff. If somebody asks you about a place that you used to work at, like you worked at Party City way back in the day, you might not remember where the damn break room was or something, you know?
I don't remember where the break room or the bathroom was.
So, I mean, it's just kind of how it is. So it's really hard to get information on these buildings, and it's kind of irrelevant, so nobody really cares, you know? We're trying to figure out, hey, when did they rebuild the back room? The hell nobody knows. Hey, when did they put the new joists in the back? I mean, come on. Nobody knows or cares.
You know somebody's going to say, go pull the permits.
Yeah. Yeah, go pull the permits.
There ain't no permits.
There ain't no permits.
So you can't pull the permit.
But look, and so what we were concerned about is in another building that we did, all of these beams, the water rotted through on the edge and ran down the wall. And all of these beams, as they went in the brick pockets, were just rotted all to hell. And so we had to replace all the ends of the beams, which is considerable. But in this one, they're all solid. Look how solid that one is. I mean, look at that, man. It's like right in the wall, sitting on the brick, in perfect shape.
Yeah, you know what that means? Whoever flashed this thing knew what the hell it was doing.
Yeah.
The edges ain't leaking.
Yeah, the edges are not leaking. You can see where the tar is leaking down the brick wall. That's from when they put the tar on. So that tar literally sealed up all of the leaks and leaked down the wall. You want to see that. So.
I wonder how far this plywood goes.
What?
The plywood decking.
What are you talking about?
On the roof.
Oh yeah, how far the new plywood goes. Well, we can find out. So that's okay. Wait a minute. Let's see if it's different. Yeah, see, that's a new sheet there in the corner, Donnie, but the other ones aren't. Get the light. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
You talking about the green on the edges?
No, I'm saying that's been here, and then they added that at some point. So the last time that we know of that the roof was worked on was in '97. Damn dust.
We ain't short, huh?
Yeah, we are.
In '97?
It's when he wrote on the glass.
Yeah, but the okay, Town Hall told me they put one on here that was supposed to be a forever roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that didn't happen.
When,
I think when the guy came in '97, I think they had put in this, and then when the guy came in '97, it was leaking back here like it is now, and he fixed it.
possible.
And that's why you see some new plywood there, and then you also see some new plywood here at the very end.
The whole back of it's been new, right?
Yeah, and so that there, but it's just the end. Like, as you can see, that's older than this. So somebody has came in and fixed this, but the plywood wouldn't have been original. I mean, that would have probably been done in the 70s or 80s.
The front of it's not plywood.
Yeah, let's go see, once we get past this brick wall, let's go see how it looks. Okay, so we're just inside the door, connecting the front room to the back room. And from here forward is all planks, and the plywood starts right there.
Is that better?
Yeah, so at some point they redid it. Well, no, over there's some planks that go all the way back. So it's just that middle spot. So who knows? Like we said, we're trying to figure out a puzzle that there's no answer to. But this is a brick wall, so that's how we're able to hold up the damn ceiling with a beam over a window. It's because the window's in the wood wall, but there's a brick wall behind the window.
That's why this is so thick here.
Yeah. So this is the old jail frame to go into the back door. Very strong steel that acts like a lintel to hold up the brick, which holds up the beam. So anyway, well, we kind of figured out what we wanted to know, Donnie.
Yep.
That back corner is actually pretty good. It's leaking water like a sieve. I'll put a little piece of that video back in this so that they can see how bad the water
It's
was
leaking all along up there. It's just pouring there. It's leaking pretty
It's leaking
good.
water like a sieve, but it's not actually coming through the roof. It's coming through the back joint. Let's go show them outside how screwed up that looks. Okay, folks, so this is the back of this building. So the backs of these, they didn't maintain them as well, so you can kind of see what's going on a little better. This is the building that we're working in. That's the totality of the jailhouse. It's only 25 feet wide. This is a different building that ended right there. And then this is the next building that ended over there. Damn, the sun is bright. And you can see how they put two A-frames together. Horrible idea. They've done bad roofs all over this. Let's go down to this next one, I'll show you. So down here, these are several buildings that were all built at the same time. These are all every one of these is a 100-year-old building. So all of these were built at the same time. They've all got different doors, but you can see how windows have been bricked in and doors have been changed and reconfigured. And then somebody has came in and put a nice steel roof on, or aluminum metal roof on it. Not aluminum, steel. Nice metal roof on it. with a little pitch on it. It's a little too flat for that, but it works pretty good, and they haven't had any problems. We've talked to these people, so it's worked out pretty good for them. And so that's what most people have been doing. You can see though that these ones, they have a shingled roof with a double A-frame, just asking for trouble, and it's rotted out in the middle, of course. But it's the same situation. You see all the windows that have been blocked up, you know. So just a lot of things have been changed over the years. Well, if you get down here to the one we're working on, what?
None of them have plumbing in them.
Yeah. None of those down there have bathrooms or anything in them. Well, one does, doesn't it? There's one bathroom in there.
Yeah, but it was an add-on.
Yeah. So anyway, back in the day, they didn't really put bathrooms in a lot of these buildings. Or 100 years ago, it wasn't really expected that you had a bathroom in the back of a building. Things were just different. So on this one that we're working on, somebody at some point added a bathroom on the back with a door, and we don't even, again, we can't even tell how the hell you got in the bathroom except from out back. But there must have been a door going inside. Regardless, that's not attached to the building very well. I mean, it's built fine and there's a nice concrete pad, but it's separating from the building, so water's pouring in it, which is what screwed it all up. The roof is a built-up roof, but you can see we've got crap growing up in there.
That's a new live roof.
Yeah, new live.
Yeah, well, it's a live roof. It's a brand new roof. Yeah. They're just now starting to do that, make them live.
Oh, where they grow things on the roof.
Where they grow things on the roof.
Yeah, I don't think they were doing that to help the environment, Donnie. I think that's just weeds.
Oh, dang.
So it's just all screwed up. And tell them what Donnie went up and walked on it whenever we bought it. Tell them what you said.
There's a 2x6 right on the back of this thing. It's called a nailer that you nail your build up to. So basically, you take a piece of, in layman's terms, you take a piece of roofing paper. You nail it down and you nail it to this 2x6, and then you put tar on it. Then you put another one of these roof paper down and you put tar on it, another one, so on and so forth. And it's called a build-up. Basically, there's a 2x6 right across the back of this thing that's sticking up 2 inches. So all the water is running down that building, hitting that 2x6, and it's got to go over it. And it can't get over it because it's rotted out behind it. And now it's coming inside.
But when they did that, it probably, that was...
The insulation, I believe, was underneath it then, and I think it's got a hole in it and washed all the insulation out underneath it, right there at the edge.
But but a foot back would have been higher than that 2x6 originally. So when they originally did it, they had the fall right to where the water would have ran right over it. But now that beam behind it that they built up with 3 or 4 extra boards, the one that's twisted, they put those extra boards in trying to get it level. So the problem was the rafter is bowed in the middle because they're just nailed together. So there's nothing holding it in the middle. It's in the wall and the other wall, and it bows in the middle. So the way they tried to fix it the last time they did the roof was they nailed another board to it that was straight and got it level, but they left the bottom one bowed. What they should have done was fix the damn bowed ceiling, which would have lifted the roof and got the roof flat. But instead, they just put a rafter at the top to make the roof flat. So the bowed ceiling stayed bowed. And then if it gets any worse, you end up with the same problem over and over again. And now, like he was saying, the insulation is washed out, and so now there's an actual gully before it gets to the end of the building, and the water just sits up there, and that's why it's pouring in. But you can see just the horrible shape that it's in when we're starting here. But
yeah, and I can't send nobody up there until I take all that stuff off the underside to see if it's safe to put somebody on it.
Yeah, we don't really want people up there if those. In our other building that we did, the rafters were rotted out of the building, out of the wall, and were just hanging there. So we had to replace all those. So we couldn't even get up on the roof until we had all of those rafters back in the wall and nice and solid and strong like they're supposed to be. So we're looking at this one. That's the whole point of this video. We're looking in that corner to see if the rafters are all rotted out, or can we climb up on the roof?
Yeah, and big bushes like that coming out of that side over there.
Yeah,
that ain't helping. No.
Yeah, if you're buying an old property that's brick and you see growth like that on it, where something's growing out of the brick, get out there right now and cut that crap out, because it will destroy that freaking building. A damn tree or a branch like that the roots will grow down inside the damn every little crack in the bricks, and then the water will feed them and make them grow, and they will just pop the damn bricks right out of the wall. It's amazing. They're so powerful, you wouldn't even think that that's possible, but they are. We'll show you real quick what happens when you don't replace the roof. When you don't fix the roof, you end up with this. This is the gentleman next to us. It's just an old storage building, and it's just falling apart. So it's collapsed, and, you know. So we don't want that to happen to ours.
That one won't happen to ours. Ours will be fixed by then.
Yeah, ours should be fixed here in a month. You think a month too quick? We're working on pretty steady.
Well, a month of Sundays. Yeah.
A month of Sundays. That's over a half a year.
Well, we only work on it 1 day a week. Are you talking about 4 days?
You're gonna have to get down here more often.
Well, I can't right now. Look at that. Somebody bricked that window up with old brick.
Yeah, they used to use brick. That's awesome. It blends right in.
I would do something like that.
Yeah, blends right in. All right, well that's that, folks. So we figured out that our back corner is pretty nice. It's not as bad as we thought.
We got a hole.
Yeah, this whole damn roof here for the, again, this is not the original roof. This is where they added the bathroom on. This is just trash. I mean, we're going to fix up the bathroom, but the roof is just, good Lord. And again, same old thing. We don't know what the story was, but look at this. This was a wall that has nails in the bottom of it because there was a wall there. See it? So there was a wall there. This door opened into a little room that maybe was a hallway into the building. And then maybe there was a door there into the bathroom, and that was just the bathroom. And then I guess there was a sink here, which is why the linoleum's not under it. So crazy, crazy, crazy. But that's where we stand. But now we know that the roof at least is still connected to the freaking building, and we can get up there and climb on it and don't have to worry about dying. The plywood actually looked decent too, so it seems nice and solid. We just need to get it nice and level, and that all starts with the beam on the inside. So that's what we'll do next. So leave your comments down below. Tell us what you think. You think that we're going to get this thing fixed?
I know we are.
Donnie knows we are, and I'm asking the viewers.
Well, I know we are.
Do you think that the viewers think that we're going to get it fixed?
They think we're crazy.
You think so?
They think we're crazy.
All right, well, we're going to go be crazy somewhere else.
Thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave your comments down below, and we'll catch you on the next.
Hey, they should leave their suggestions too. Like, what do they think we should do?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think we ought to do down below? Hopefully you guys get it right.
Yeah, hopefully you get it right. We'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned.